Today on Rappler, Senator Bong Revilla says cash deposits in the millions come from showbiz. An autopsy report says transgender Filipino Jennifer Laude drowned. And the Philippines won't send health workers to Ebola areas. Hello, I'm Paterno S. Makel. Welcome to Rappler, your social news network. Detained Senator Bong Revilla insists the millions in cash deposits in his bank accounts came from his work as an actor. Revilla faces corruption charges for allegedly siphoning public funds. But Justice Undersecretary Jose Justiniano says talent fees are usually paid through checks. He adds, paying in cash is not common practice in the entertainment industry. An autopsy report shows Olongapo murder victim Jennifer Laude died from, quote, drowning. Laude was found dead at Celzone Lodge in Olongapo City Sunday. Laude, a transgender Filipino woman, was last seen checking in with U.S. Marine First Class Joseph Scott Pemberton. Laude's family filed murder charges against Pemberton. Can the threat of global terrorism get any worse? Australian National University Chancellor and former Australian Foreign Minister Gareth Evans says yes, if terrorists get their hands on nuclear weapons.
There's an awful lot of attention these days to climate change, but that's only one of the two big policy issues that could lead to the destruction of life on this planet as we know it. The other one is a nuclear weapons holocaust. And frankly, nuclear weapons can kill us a hell of a lot faster than CO2. So I think we really ought to be much.
Evans says the Philippines should be involved in discussions on the dangers of nuclear weapons because it's vulnerable to local terrorist groups like the Abu Sayyaf and an escalating tension with China over maritime disputes.
You've got security risks in your own country with terrorist groups who would be only too delighted to wreak absolute havoc if they could get their hands on highly enriched uranium or plutonium and build a weapon to explode. You've got the security risks that are obviously associated with the South China or West Philippine Sea and all the anxieties that flow from that. You're in a very volatile neighbourhood. Northeast Asia, like South Asia, like the Middle East, is a very nuclear fragile region. We were just a hair's breadth away from a nuclear holocaust. So it's not through system error, it's through system stability or through the great quality of global statesmanship. It's sheer dumb luck. Sheer dumb luck that for the last 69 years we've got away without another Hiroshima.
A video that made its way to Hong Kong TV showed plainclothes policemen beating a protester during the violent clashes Wednesday. The accused officers were removed from their posts after the assault. Hong Kong's Justice Chief Rimsky-Yuen says the policemen's prosecution will be handled impartially. Protesters have been holding rallies against China for weeks to demand their democratic right to vote. The Philippines will not send health workers to countries struggling to contain an Ebola epidemic for now. Health spokesperson Lyndon Lee Sui says the Philippines wants to focus on preparing against the Ebola threat. He says the Philippines can assist, quote, not only through personnel but also in kind. The latest Ebola death toll is at 4,447. A World Health Organization official earlier warned the Ebola infection rate could reach 10,000 cases a week by December. Let's now look at Rappler's Wrap for today, a list of the 10 most important events around the world you shouldn't miss. At number 5, local terrorist group Abu Sayyaf posts photos of German hostage Stefan Victor Okonek sitting in the middle of a freshly dug grave with 4 masked men pointing their rifles at him. The Abu Sayyaf demands a $5.5 million ransom and Germany's withdrawal from the war against ISIS or the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria for the hostages' release. If not, the group will kill one of the 2 German hostages Friday. And at number 8, Jakarta launches a multi-billion-dollar plan for flood control. A 35-kilometer seawall will be built across the Bay of Jakarta. Many doubt the project's viability after a series of failed infrastructure projects. For the full top 10, visit Rappler.com/wrap. Champion boxer Manny Pacquiao has always competed at the junior middleweight division, but his trainer Freddie Roach says the boxer will move down to junior welterweight to fight American Danny Garcia. Roach says Pacquiao is more competitive at 140 pounds. Pacquiao will train for the new division after his fight with Chris Algieri on November 23. Every story on Rappler has a mood meter, which gives you 8 emotions to choose from. Click how you feel, and your vote comes down to the mood navigator in the middle of the front page. Here we see 10 stories on our mood navigator, and the story that got the most number of votes today, Derek Ramsey, dating Chris Aquino is untouchable, 16% angry and 58% annoyed. This story brought out the mood of the day. Today, most people are annoyed. That is Rappler's newscast for today, Thursday, October 16, 2014. I'm Paterno S. Makel. As we say at Rappler, tomorrow begins today.